Hello Libra, it's your turn for your reading. Hope you all are doing well. Keep in mind with these dates, July 2nd is a new moon in Cancer as well as a solar eclipse. July 16th is a lunar partial eclipse, also a full moon in Capricorn. And also, a lot of the planets right now are going retrograde, so if you have any difficulties with internet, things not moving forward as quite as they should, to keep that in mind. Also to July 1st, Mars goes into Leo. So if you have any of those in your birth chart placements, they could affect you in some form or dynamic. I did pre-shuffle the cards, so let's get into your reading. So you're coming in with the Two of Wands in reverse, Five of Pentacles, Temperance in reverse, and the Page of Swords. Alright, so I feel like Libra with the Two of Wands. Right now, there's no clear direction with coming into July. So I feel like you're trying to strategize, you're trying to plan something, involves, your future, could be future relationships, could be future in general, maybe between a hard rock and a place of trying to figure out, what is the next step I need to take. So it's very unclear. And then with the Five of Pentacles, I feel like it has to do with feeling like, are you giving too much to something? Are you feeling like you're being left out of the cold in some way? It could indicate something in a past dynamic where you're still trying to maneuver through this feeling of lack, whether it was lack of finances coming in, whether it was a lack of support from other people, or just feeling drained completely and unsure on what it is you need to do to make the next step in your life. And as far as the Temperance, take it as you will. It could be the energy of Sagittarius you're dealing with, or you're carrying on to this. But as well, Temperance is about healing. So I feel like you're still trying to heal from something of the past, something that didn't serve you well. And I feel like it's still draining to take in. It's still hard to overcome. But I feel like you're trying to overcome that period. Page of Swords. So you're not moving forward with your communications, maybe with someone in the past. So there's still some blockages that you're blocking from yourself, I feel like. So I really feel like you need to heal first before you can communicate. If you want to communicate with someone, I just feel like, there's a lot of resistance here. And then you have the Three of Swords. You have the Empress card in reverse, the Justice in reverse, as well as the Two of Pentacles. So it's weird, Scorpio got this. So unforgiveness, reconciliation, also to releasing things. I feel like you're going to have to do a lot of this, a lot of introspective, what it is that is a painful experience. You've been through a lot of the painful experience, whether it's feeling lack thereof, whether it's feeling like you can't move forward, whether it's not clear communication. And then the Empress card, I feel like you really need to really zero in on you right now and what is helping you through this circumstance, whether there's still a heartbreak you're still heartbroken about, but really need to work on replenishing your energy and replenishing your heart, because it's still broken, I feel like. Then you have Justice in reverse. So you could be dealing with some air signs, but usually this is your card, so you're not getting the justice served to you. But I feel like also too, there's imbalances here when it comes to how you view yourself, how the world views yourself, how you view this heartbreak that could have possibly happened recently or in the past to him. So you're unsure on how to balance it out. You're unsure of how to really connect with your higher self, with your mother self, with seeing yourself in a different light, So I feel like there's a lot of things you need to really be clear on what it is you can move forward on and what's not going to work for you in the long run. And then you have Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, the Emperor, and the Ace of Swords. So it looks like you're getting those things adjusted, because I feel like the Ten of Pentacles coming in, you know, that's inheritance, that's family. All of these pentacles have to represent, you know, how you view yourself, how you value others, how you value, you know, relationships. Ultimately value yourself. So whatever this heartbreak is, or past heartbreak that recently came in, I feel like you're trying to value yourself again. So I feel like ultimately whatever this heartbreak was, it helps you understand yourself better and how you can love yourself again. So whatever the heartbreak, it was meant there for a reason, to, you know, really understand what it is to value yourself. So I feel like you had to go through this period of feeling broken, defeated, you know, feeling left out of the cold, feeling like you had no way to get through, you know, your goals, your ambitions, especially when it comes to healing, when it comes to how you present yourself. But I feel like you're learning that. You're relearning that, what it is to value yourself, what it is to love yourself, what it is to balance your situations out. Because a lot of you haven't been moving forward for some time, and you've been wanting to move forward. So I feel like things are in, you know, under the scene of everything, you know, is working out to help you. A Knight of Cups. And I feel like this Knight of Cups is coming in to bring love to you. But I think it's an indication that before you can honestly love anyone, before you can honestly love yourself, you needed to experience a painful ending or a painful experience to realize you are valued, you are loved, and you can't really fill anybody's cup, not unless you fill your own. So I think it was a big wake-up call for you, that you're still having to learn. And, you know, I feel like this month will give you that clarity you need. It's just kind of cloudy if you're open to receiving loving yourself again. Emperor. So controlling your emotions, controlling things. You know, some things we want to control everything in our lives, but that's not how it works. We can't control everything. So I think the Emperor, you know, it could be a father figure you're dealing with, but I think it's mainly the energy. The Emperor. Be your emperor to yourself, you know. Give to yourself again, and really balance out your emotions, especially when it comes to, you know, empowering yourself again and not getting into this place of heartbreak or feeling in lack or inadequacy. Ace of Swords. So a new beginning. I feel like, you know, it is tough dealing with new things, new beginnings. We have a new moon, and Cancer, you know, that could bring up some things too. But I feel like for the most part, you know, you're in a transit period, or a transitioning period of being in a new place that you're not aware of at the moment. But I feel like you're going to get more clarity on that. It's just overcoming these obstacles in your pathway so you can experience ultimately what you've been wanting to experience. You know, feeling loved, feeling cherished, feeling valued, loving yourself completely before you can give your cup to another person. You know, being empowered, knowing how to come across, you know, you don't want to come across too controlling, but I feel like it's more about yourself, empowering yourself and your self-worth. You know, a new beginning. So a new beginning with yourself. Possibly it could be with another person, but I think it's more about your journey, your self-reliance on that you need to fill your cup first. And that whatever this heartbreak that you recently experienced, you know, it's over with, it's done with. There's nothing you can do to change it. I just feel like you have to get over these hurdles that are preventing you from seeing your true worth, truly who you really are, and that you can learn how to empower yourself and learn that it's okay to have new beginnings for yourself, for people that you love, because it looks like, there could be people depending on you, to come through to them, whether it's children, whether it's certain family members, or yourself. Be yourself's boss. Anyways, I hope that resonates with one of you out there. Bye bye.